Hello there, and welcome to this episode of A Tiny Dot in Space, where I explore the various departments, counties, provinces, states, territories, whatever you call the first level of subdivision of the various countries on planet Earth, one by one on GeoGuessr. And I do so with three aims in mind. First of all, to see places I've never been to and probably will never go to. And second, hopefully have some fun, or at least seeing something interesting or maybe beautiful on the way. And third, try to play a perfect game of 25,000 points on GeoGuessr in whatever area I'm in at any given time. If I succeed in doing so, you will not see that area again in the series, that's guaranteed. If I fail in doing so, you might see it again at a later date. So, today we're going back into Turkey, and I think it's the 10th province we're doing in Turkey, so the RNG has really been keen on that so far in the series. And we're going into the province of Batman. And yeah, I'm going to do my best not to fall into that not so subtle trap that this thing can lead us into. I see that I should have done a little housekeeping before I set out, because sometimes the script engine I'm using is picking locations just outside the borders of areas here, but I think we got it under control now. Okay, so we are in the province of Batman, and well, I would be very disappointed if there isn't at least one logo of what you are probably thinking about somewhere here. But anyways, so Batman has 634,491. That's the population in 2022. Covers 4,659 square kilometers. And the capital is, as almost always is the case in Turkey, the city of Batman, which lies here. And that has, it has two-thirds of the population in the entire province, 461,354. So I guess we can hope that we will get some urban rounds then, because rural rounds in Turkey are tough. But we'll take whatever we get. So let's head into Batman. Make a challenge and copy the link to a safe spot. Let's see, to the document I got for keeping these links, and you'll find the link to this game in the description section below the video, so you can have a crack at playing this game as well. Ooh, okay, so right as a bend ends, that could be good. And we're at some kind of reservoir. Oh, excuse me. So we could be down here somewhere. Actually, that's quite likely. But exactly where? Now, that's a different cookie. And let's see, so we're on this. We're looking southeastwards. That means more likely that we are. We're on the southern shore as well. Okay, let's get a little further out here and see what's what. There's a community over there. So we could be here, but are there anywhere else we could be? Well, that is not looking like a place we could be, so... Well, actually, we could... No, we're not here, but we could maybe be here. Yeah, how about that? That is an option. Whether it's a real one or not, we'll find out. We've gone westwards. Well, we could do... Gonna hold my horses on this one. Let's see. Yeah, because there are no settlements on that side. So that doesn't quite work, does it? But we could be... Actually... Well, that's a whole lot of maybes. So let's see if this community on top of the hill here has a name. That is always... Oh, that's slow going. Oh, thank goodness. That's always the risk with playing in Turkey. They are sometimes some provinces are good on naming or putting up signs with the names of even the tiniest village. Others are like, nah, you'll figure that out on your own. There's actually a sign here. What does it say? Yazihan and Kumgechit. Okay, Yazihan and Kumgechit. Let's see, I don't know if we can just see Yazihan and Kumgechit. Kumgechit. No. Yazihan and Kumgechit. Those are probably not very large places. And that does not look like a river to me. Okay, Yazihan and Kumgechit. Oh, hang on. Let's see. Garbage bins are. Garbage bins are the bread and butter of playing Turkey. Let's see, can we see? That is what I would like to see. It says Batman. Because when you see those, you can get sort of an idea where you are. Because they will list the district, not the province. So if you're familiar with the districts, that might help you. If you're not, of course, then you are bugged. But let's see. So that means we're somewhere around Batman. Could it be? Yes. I just saw this green depression. I was like, yeah, maybe. Right. This must be Yakajik then. Yeah, that works. So that is Yakajik. We are now here somewhere. Well, there actually. So that's where we are. So let's see if we can find our way back. So let's see. So we went around this corner. Then we're coming up on that hairpin. If the game would let me move, come on. We're going to go around the hairpin. We're going to go around the next bend, which is this one. The game's a bit fiddly today. Could be because I got myself a new mouse. Okay, we're just kind of went around that bend. And we're gonna come into this one. Then we got a fairly straight bit with a slight bend in it across the bridge. And then I think, let's see, now we're here. I think, yeah, what do I think? Yeah, we're further along. So let's see, so here's the straight bit leading into that bit with, yes, so now we're here again. So we are, yeah, where are we? Yeah, we're here. Oh, that's going to be a tough one. Can we identify where that bend starts and ends? No, we're here. Come on. No, we're here. Get with the script, will you? Let's see. 1, 2. Yeah, let's see. 2 to get out of the bend. And then in the opposite direction. 1, 2, 3. So it should be about here. Please. Thank you. Oh man, another very rural location, but at least this one is paved, and we got names. Yakitliköyü and Mezarligi. No, that's it. So there's Köyü, Mezarligi. That one is a weird one. Mezarligi, or something like that. It's almost not voiced. El Fatiha. But let's see, can. Oh, we could not, but is that up that way? Yeah, I believe it is. Let's see, can we see this on the street signs here? Okay, here's one. Ooh. Is that this is one of those ride on your own risk? Security zone. Özel güvenlik bölgesi girilmez. I want to have a look here because this is. Wow. These are some serious mountains. What's on top here? Is it just a plateau? Oh, there's a town up here. Okay, that could be good. And the town is called. No, I don't think that is it. No. Let's see, so we're looking to the east. We got some serious mountains to the east. Must be these. So, and that to the northeast, which should kind of suggest that we're down here somewhere. That also suggests that we got one of those reservoirs down there. So let's see now. What is the name of this mountain community? And it's like way, way up. Winters must be absolutely horrific on top of this peak. Or a hill or whatever you want to call it. Huh. Place with no name. Let's see, just gonna check. I don't remember any of those names. I have a strong feeling that we're down there somewhere. Whether I'm right, well, time will tell, but wow. The elevation here is mad. Still no name of this place, though. That is somewhat disconcerting. 7226.012. Yeah, that won't help me much, unfortunately, because we don't get the numbers of those small roads. But what I would like, Yakitliköyü. Yakitli. Not going to get married to the idea that it's down here, but where else could it be? We got the Yankili. And then there's this area. Let's see. Trouble is those mountains in the northwest. Sorry, northeast. They ought to be these. Or possibly those. And we need to be at a fair bit of elevation here as well. Yakitli. No, no sign of Yakitli. Interesting. Oh yeah, that I without the dot is it? So that should be Yakutla. Something like that. Been reading up a slight bit on Turkish pronunciation since last, which was in Kocaeli. Of course, it won't be perfect, but hopefully it will be a tiny bit better than it was. Sheesh. Yeah, we got some lakes down there to the south. Which could mean any number of things. Ah, here's Yakitli. Here's Yakitli. So, I guess this is where we were at the start. Let's see, that's got to be that road there. We'll look at northeastwards, that's correct, and we're turning, which is also correct, we're somewhere on this bend. Let's see now. 1, 2, 3, 4 to the road. And 1, 2, 3 to the end of the bend. Which should be about... No, sorry. The end of the bend is about there. So it should be around here. If I'm not completely mistaken. Which I wasn't. Good. This must be Batman. Good. I wanted to have, let's see, the 5078 Sokak. Korek Mahalese. Okay. So the 5078. Let's see where we can find that then. 3600s, 4200s, 2400s, 2100s, 2700s. 5078, where are we going to find that? 4398. Is up here maybe? Okay, not as easy as I was hoping. Could it be further downtown? No, lower numbers further downtown. So 5078 Korik. Okay, that will require some more looking. So the 5078. And just to confirm, it says Batman. Now, where in Batman could this be? Well, that's a lot of firewood. This is the Asia Kadesi. Okay, well now that's interesting. And it goes northwest. Okay, so let's see if we can find the Asia Kadesi. And it goes very northwesterly. Actually, it doesn't. Okay, so let's start down here. No, that's the 500s, not the 5000s. Kommando. Ahmed, we want Asia. This is a tough one. The question is whether we should go north or south. Do you have a number? Still Asia. We're going to be somewhere on the very margins of the city. Yeah, with these Sokoks being such high numbers. Let's see now. Northwest, it seems like we're going into some sort of... Could it be like over here? Nah. It seems like we're into some sort of satellite. Definitely in some sort of satellite town. We're not in... But not proper from what I can deduct. Let's see now. So we got a bunch of high rises. Southern Card, well, that is the address of the office building. These things, I think. Wow, this is a spanking new suburb. When I say spanking new, I mean spanking new. Nothing there I can make any use of. But that should mean that we're above the city. Yes. Okay, so back to start. And hang on, is there anything at the back here? What's the number of the... Yeah, it's still in the 5000s. What am I getting wrong here? There must be something I haven't quite twigged onto yet. Yeah, so this kind of look... Okay, so we got the Asia, we got the Gundogu, is that what it says? Yeah, Gundogu. Gundogu. Goes southwest. This one... It's turning out to be one bit of a headache. Shall find it out eventually, but I was so chuffed when I saw that we were in a city location, and then I'm like, yeah. And we got loads of road numbers I cannot reconcile with what I see on the map. Serafetin Eltsi. Sorry, Elchi. Serafetin. I want some more Sokaks with numbers. Like maybe here. Yeah, but no number. This is a major road. What do we have here? If we can figure the name of this one. Go northwest. Dual carriageway going northwest. So it could be somewhere around this one. Yes, we are. Oh, you buggers. Here's the... Let's see now. There is definitely some stuff that's been going on here. Let's see now. So in this intersection... So that means we're up this one. That's got to be the only... Yeah, and then we got this road up here, which will... Got that sideways street there, which will lead us back to the street we started on. Which means that... Oh, that means that I have a pretty good location there. Yep. And once again in Batman. Okay, now we know that there are a number of street numbers we cannot trust. So the Sokaks seem to have not been updated on the Google Street View maps. Okay, so we got a dual carriageway again. This time going almost straight south. So it could be that one. I think that's the most likely candidate. No, yeah. Except for that. It stopped being a dual carriageway. And then... Interesting intersection. Still no road names and number. I should have gone in the opposite direction, but I kind of want to see if there's... That's kind of strange. That's all of a sudden we can't see any road names and numbers. And here we got a street that's going westwards. Dual carriageway at that. Yeah, if we could be on this one. On Huskuri. Mehmet Usta. Well, doesn't seem like it right off the bat, but let's go east. Here was something with a name on it. Here we got the Sokak, we got the 2710 Sokak. Okay, seems I wasn't that far off, but far enough. Let's see, we got 2800s, 2900s, 2700s. And I still don't know if these numbers are even current. What on earth is going on here? So we must be on the 2016. That's pretty much without doubt, I think. Except that stops there. This is so increasingly odd. I need to... Yeah. Apartments. Hmm. Exceedingly odd. This shouldn't have taken this long, but it does. Okay, here. That's the roundabout, isn't it? So in that case, we're on the 2720. Is there an A101 here? Or was that... what did... Zealand Market. So this should be the Getsler Boulevard. Yeah, okay, right, now we got you. So now we're coming up on this one. Right, now we got the next channel here. Probably this one. Bullet. Finally. Finally, so we're up here. 2720. Tough not this one turned into be. Let's see. We are passing the open space there. We're coming up to the 2703. And let's see, so where exactly, what did we start? Oh, that's the A101. So it should be about here. Let's see if this is anywhere near being accurate. Gonna say with that. No! Okay, that isn't right. Let's see. Well, that was interesting. I was sure I hit the start button there. Okay, but that's all on me. Last. That was not very nice. Let's see. Yeah, just a little check to see. That was... I was so sure I hit the start button, or rather the back to start button. But I guess I didn't. Ha. Okay, totally on me. Unfortunately. Oh, this is very similar to that round we had down here at the Akitli. Isn't it? Wouldn't be surprised if we move up the hill that we'll actually find that location again. That's going to annoy me like nothing else, that miss there in the city. Spending so long to find it, and when I finally find it, I managed to do a... Yes, well, look at this. Huh. 9,000 odd locations, and we're right back almost on the same one. So let's see, so we were here last time. Okay, so... there's no end of bends here. But the road is fairly straight in this section. And it bends that way. Okay, so it's this bend. Okay, we are done with the bend. How long until we are in the bend? 1, 2. Okay, so slightly outside the bend, so I think that should be decent. Yep. Okay. That one is going to be bugging me no end. That was a mistake, right? But this, I never expected. They were all sort of very narrow spread. But yeah, okay. So that's Batman, and unfortunately not solved to my satisfaction. So it might show up again at some later date. Still, interesting locations. I loved this one up in by Yakitli. Was an interesting one. I wonder if there might be a viewpoint to something along this ridge here, because that's got to be spectacular. With the big drop down here and those mountains in the northeast. Yeah, that's going to be something. But anyways, that is Batman for now. And I'm glad you're still with me here on A Tiny Dot in Space, and I hope you'll join me for the next episode when it's up. Until then, bye-bye.